Hello and welcome back to my channel. For anyone who's new, my name is Olivia, and today I've got my cat cauldron OT, and I've got my cat companion over here, Mr. Micah, asleep on the chaise. Now, I'm not going to swivel it around to show it to him because I've got a huge mound of shapers right here because I'm getting ready to film the shaper video I've been promising. My little boy just got off of the notes. I've got all my notes on all the different shapers here. Lots of questions answered in here. So that one is getting filmed today. It will be up on my channel on Sunday. So it's going to be a long one, just a heads up, because there are a lot of shapers to go through. And there's a lot of information that I really wanted to touch on that I haven't seen in a lot of other videos. I'm not going to be focusing so much on wrapping and going, this is what it looks like, because we've all seen it before. We all know what they look like. They're out there. I'm touching on more personal experiences, recommendations, things that I've noticed since I started covering, and I think may help you in choosing your shaper. Just going past this is the shape and this is the way it looks with this scarf on it versus the next shaper. So I hope you all will enjoy that. Now, today's wrap, getting back to today and not forward facing. Today's wrap, I am going to be wrapping with green and black. Those are the colors of the day, green and black. Now, it came about, this whole thing came about because I saw Wrapunzel had a new harmony coming out, the harmony in olive. And of course, because I love olive, I had to have it. So before I went on and pushed that purchase button, buy now button, I needed to find a way to create a kit around it, or a kit that it could be incorporated into, so that I didn't feel like I was just going on and purchasing one scarf and then get it here and then not know what to do with it. And I know that seems kind of silly, but there are some times when I purchase a scarf because it's just stunning, and then I get it in and I can wrap it one way, and that's it. And I did, because I didn't put enough effort into figuring out what I was going to be doing with it and how it would be incorporated into my collection. Now, I didn't want to do that this time because it's a beautiful scarf color idea. Now, I don't know, I'll put this out there in the beginning. I don't know exactly what shade is going to come. I don't know what patterns are going to be involved because it is a strip sari scarf. It's all, and every one of them is different. Every single one is different. So fingers crossed. I've not gotten an ugly one or one that's not usable from Wrapunzel. So the ladies are amazing, and fingers crossed. Also, I did put in right before you're checking out, there is a comments box. I did put a little note to the ladies what I was going to be doing with it, what I was looking for. So I highly recommend when you're buying a sari scarf, unless you really do want to be surprised, and it doesn't matter, putting down what range in there you're looking for of the color, not just blue. So when I did that, let me step back, I'm getting ahead of myself. When I went to the notes section, I knew exactly what I was going to be doing with it, and I said I'd like a scarf to pair with, and I listed the scarves that I was going to be using it with, and that I'd like to match it with. So I do recommend when you're ordering sari scarves to be specific, and they will do the best that they can with what they have. So, okay, that said, I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, so I'm going at this probably backwards. I should have had it in my hands first, but it is what it is. So I picked out scarves in my collection that would work. Now, I went on to the Wrapunzel page and I started looking at the scarves and taking the photos off taking screenshots of the scarves that I thought would be fun, and I put them all next to one another. And I was like, oh, that's it. That's it. Now, I did make a collage and I posted it on my Facebook and in the Wrapunzel exclusive group, just to talk about it with all of my friends. So today's scarf, the first one that I thought of when pairing with the, oh my goodness, with the Harmony, is this absolutely stunning Lakeshore Bliss in Forest. Now I do really, really love this scarf. I was able to get it during the Lakeshore Bliss sale earlier this month. It did sell out then, but it is back in stock again. I'm really super happy with that because I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to wear it for a while because it was out of stock. So I am really happy that they have it back in stock for everyone who wasn't able to get it during the sale. It's so pretty. It does come across as black and olive, so that seemed to work. I also chose this beautiful scarf here, the Festival Air. Now, I looked at this scarf and I paired it originally because it was paired on a suggestion. One of the ladies, or one of the Rapunzelistas, purchased it together with the Lakeshore Bliss in Gray Taupe. And I was like, oh, that's your perfect partner. But I have since changed my mind, thinking that these two are a perfect match, or perfect pairing, perfect partners, because this does have the olive in it as well as the gray and taupe. This does have a good amount of the olive, and it's also got the black, and it seemed like a really fun scarf to pair with the Lakeshore Bliss in green, and I think it would be really cool in the same wrap collection with the Sari scarf. Now, another one that I picked out is the Tuff 2-in-1 in the olive. Now, of course, the Tuff 2-in-1 in black would also work in this ensemble, but I liked the olive, so that's the one I chose. And in my photograph on Facebook, I put the newest New York Brights in black gold. So I love that one. It's in my wish list. It does have a pop of red in it. I was kind of, maybe not. But I decided in the end, I already have a black one, and it's got silver threads in it. So I'm going to work with what I have. And then maybe for Hanukkah, I will get I'm going to put in a request for that other scarf so that I can have that one in my collection to go with another Sari scarf that I have up there. I think that would be really cool. So I'm going to be working with this beauty here. I don't remember if it just said black or black with white or black with gray, but this one is just one I've had for a while. And then for the accessory, I did put in, when I was thinking about using the New York Brights with the gold threads, I was going to use the Infinity clasp that was gold. But since I'm using the silver, I decided I'm going to use the Infinity clasp in silver. So I really enjoy that. Now, just a heads up, I lost my doodah in here. I lost it. So I'm going to be coming up with wraps where I don't need the doodah. And when I do need a doodah, I'm going to use a makeshift doodah. Doodah. I love that word. I'm gonna, the stick that goes through, I'm gonna find something else to use because, yeah, I couldn't justify buying a brand new one because I just lost the stick. So I'm gonna work on that. But that is what I was thinking, and that's what I'm working with scarf wise. And so, okay, all right, I've gotten off on that and talked about it. So let me know your thoughts on this collection. I will put a picture at the end probably to show you all of them next to one another, or you can check out my Facebook page to see what it is. Okay, I'm gonna put most of these guys over here with the mound of shapers. Oops, not you and not you. Okay, today's wrap, I'm going to be using the Catching Air scarf, and I'm going to be using my friend, the Lakeshore Bliss. Now, I don't want to do a wrap with tails. My boys don't mess with them too much. Mr. Micah and Mr. Luna, they don't mess with my tails too much. So I'm not worried about that. I just don't feel tails today. So I'm thinking I'm going to do something, I don't know if I want to do a turban, maybe a mohawk, I'm not sure. But I'm thinking because my makeup is so dramatic, I want to do something that lives up to the drama of the makeup because it is kind of intense. The technique is the same as I used yesterday, but the colors are more I'm gonna say saturated, more vibrant, they're more intense, to use the word again, with the blacks and the greens. Now, I did use this, let's see, it's Juvia's Place, Dada. It's D-U-D-U. I don't know how to pronounce it. I am sorry. I'm horrible sometimes with pronunciations, but that is the color. As a lipstick, it's interesting. It kind of feels, it feels okay. It's not drying. It's not drying as of yet. It's the first time I'm using it, so I'm not a really big black lipstick fan anymore, but I really wanted to try this one because it got good reviews. So I really, really wanted to try it, and it came in my Halloween mystery box from Juvia's Place, which was cool. So if it doesn't work out for me, it's not a huge loss because I got a huge value for what I paid. So, okay. I will have to get back to you on how that works. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start out with my friend here. Now, for these scarves that have these beautiful flower motifs, I like to find a motif and put it in a special area so it showcases that particular motif. And I just think that's, I think it's very attractive. So I think what I'm going to do, my initial look at this is that I like this particular motif here. And I think I want to have that prominent on this side. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on there wherever that particular motif comes in. That's where it's going to, that's the length of tails. It may be even, it may be off even slightly, but I'm not sure what the tails will be as of yet. Okay, so there. And I'm going to shorten him up to right here. Okay, so you don't get the entire piece of the flower. You don't get the small parts. It's this major piece that I'm going for. I'm going to put this on at an angle. And this scarf is rather wide, so I'm going to take and pull up just a little bit back here, just to get it so that it's at the nape of my neck. I think that makes it easier when I'm tying it, that I don't get this big lump in the back. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to tie this. And it moved itself forward. Entertaining. Okay. They came out even. Nice. So that must have been dead center of the scarf. So I'm going to move this back just a bit. Okay, so when I tied the scarf, the left side came out, the left side tail came out in the top of the knot, and the right side came out at the bottom, which is perfect. Because when I put on the other scarf at the opposite angle, I'm going to be going underneath of this tail here. So that when I tie again, the Lakeshore Bliss, let's call it by its name, the Lakeshore Bliss will come out down here and not back here. I think that'll be pretty. Okay. All right, now I did tie this one on even Steven. I think that this next one should probably be the same. Now for this one, instead of pinching up and doing this, I could put pleats in it. I'm thinking yesterday's wrap was pleat-tastic. There were pleats and pleats and pleats. There were pleats on pleats. It was amazing. And I sound like one of those advertisers. It was amazing. Okay, we're not going there today. That was so cool. We're not going there. So I'm just going to do the same thing and bring up a little piece to make it fit onto the shaper better without having it be roly-poly. And when you tie it and the scarf is too wide this way, you kind of get the no. You kind of understand what I'm saying. If you don't, try it once and then try to wrap. You will definitely get it. It's just not something you want to do. I could definitely, with this one, fold it a little bit more to get it to fit the shaper better. But I think I'm just going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep it the same. So I'm going to fold it over. This one also is not as wide as the other one, so I may not have to do it at all. Okay. I am going to put it on at the opposite angle. And we're going to come back here and check it out. Nope, I don't need to do it at all. Yay. Go me. All right, now I am not bothering with a knot here. 2 knots with a thicker pashmina. It's not super thick, it's not a cranberry, but with a pashmina and another scarf that has a bit of body to it, and it's a no. We're not doing that today. I am just going to crisscross applesauce and have it like so. Now what I'm going to do, because I haven't done this in a long time, is I'm going to fold them in thirds, each one of these. I'm going to take each one of these scarves and then and give them a little bit of a twist, and then I'm going to twist them together and bring them up that way. So you get a bit of a rope braid. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy here, fold it into thirds. And this guy has a tag. These are really awkward to get off because even if you cut it off and manage not to cut your scarf, you still have that piece that's inside of the seam here. That just feels awkward. So I just leave it there. I don't want to take a chance on cutting my scarf, damaging the threads, you know, the hem on it, because I don't have time to be re-hemming scarves. So I just left it. The ones that have the sticky pashmina piece on it, I do pull those off. And Wrapunzel has a great video for that on their channel for pulling those off. Okay, folding in, but since that's there, I'm giving it another quick fold like so to hide it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave this down, not lean it, leave this down here. I am going to take my friend and I'm going to do the same thing, except where I folded the front in second, I'm going to fold this in first since that's the short end. I'm going to fold the long piece in, and then I'm going to give it a pull down like so. Okay. Same thing on the other side, minding where the long and short bits are, like so. And here we go. This is the last one, and we don't have to worry about a tag on this one because it's only one tag per scarf. Thank goodness. Okay. All right. Do not want to do that again. Do not want to do the Matthew McConaughey. All right, here we go. Do this, down, 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 give it a pull. Starting on this side, I am going to be twisting this guy to the front. Hold under arm, just like so. I'm going to be twisting this guy to the front. Doesn't have to be super tight. Then I'm going to be grabbing my friend here, twisting to the back. Again, it doesn't have to be crazy tight, but that's what I'm doing, just like so. Now, if you have a hairband, not one of the 1980s hairbands, not that kind of hairband, but a little rubber band or hair tie, and just put it at the end really quick. It's not going to stay, just it's going to come out, but we're doing the same thing here to the front. All right, under the arm to the front. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go to the back. If it came untwisted, give it a quick twist. And you could also do this when you're twisting. You could also twist to the front and then twist to the back at the same time. I'm being lazy. Okay. All right, so I'm taking these because I'm going to take these up right this minute. I don't really need to put the hairband on, headband. I'm gonna bring these up like so. Okay, take off said band. Okay, bring around in a knot, just right here. Okay, so you have a bit of a mess. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, oopsie doodles, where are you? Okay. I'm going to take this little green bit and fold it inside of the larger scarf, just like so. You can see this. Now, when I see a spot, I can bring it up and tuck in down here like this. Then I can wiggle these tassels in between where they will fit. This is almost like splicing together these guys, so you won't need any type of pins or bands. So it's just kind of splicing it together. So it'll sit nice and neatly back here. And we get you in your proper position. Okay, like so. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to wrap that green inside of the catching air scarf. Just make it as neat as I can. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we'll try it differently here. Okay, so I'm going to bring it through here. All right, because this side is a little bit longer, it's a little bit thicker than the other side. Getting it twisted in. I am going to go through like this. And then once I get it through here, I'm going to tuck these little bits in as best I can back here. You may see a couple of little fringes on this wrap, but that's okay. It's cool. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to bring it over and through this guy. Okay. All right, there. Okay, bringing it back, and I'm bringing it through, bringing it around, like so. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can get any of those fringes, any of those tassels that are showing rolled in. I'm going to bring it over, and I'm going to tuck it in back here, same. So this doesn't look like you've got knots. It's like a beautiful crown. Okay. Make this nice and neat. Or as neat as I can make it. Okay. I do like this. I think this is very dramatic, very pretty. Okay. Now I don't think I really need an accessory with this guy. I think this guy is its own accessory. So I'm going to do a spin about, and then I am going to sign off for the day. So let's see. This is the nice side. Here's the back. Now any lumps and bumps back here I can fix when I go into the other room and look in the mirror before stepping out for today. And my boy is looking at me like I don't bump my head. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's like, no. I think it's time for kibble. And he's like, come on, woman, let's go. Aren't you done yet? All right, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you on Sunday for the next tutorial.